Hey Browns fans, big news is coming. Before we dive in, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe so you never miss the latest updates on your Cleveland Browns. Deshaun Watson's situation just got even more complicated. The Browns quarterback has re-injured his Achilles tendon, undergoing surgery, and will miss significant time in the 2025 season. This setback raises even more questions about his future with the team, especially considering the Browns still owe him $92 million on the fully guaranteed contract he signed in 2022. General Manager Andrew Berry mentioned earlier this week that Watson had suffered a setback, and the team was in the process of gathering information. Unfortunately, it is now confirmed that the 29-year-old re-injured his Achilles tendon while away from the team during rehab. The exact circumstances of how he re-injured himself remain unclear. This new injury is a huge blow not only to Watson, but to the entire organization. While the team has insurance to cushion some of the financial impact, losing Watson could have serious implications for the Browns' salary cap. If he misses the entire season, the Browns could potentially recoup some money and get some cap relief from the league. To give the Browns some financial flexibility, Watson's contract was restructured in December with void years added to the end. Still, the massive investment the Browns made, trading 3 first-round picks and committing to a record-setting contract, hasn't paid off on the field. Since arriving from Houston, Watson's time in Cleveland has been tumultuous. After missing the first 11 games of 2022 due to a league suspension for violating the personal conduct policy, he returned but struggled to regain his elite form. In 2023, his season ended after just 6 games due to a shoulder injury. The Browns then brought in veteran Joe Flacco, who impressively led the team to just its 3rd playoff appearance since 1999. Coming into last season, Watson returned but struggled, failing to throw for 200 yards in any game and ranking among the league's lowest passers. His Achilles injury against the Bengals marked another disappointing chapter, further highlighted by some controversial fan reactions when he was hurt. The Browns quarterback carousel continued with Jameis Winston, Dorian Thompson-Robinson, and Bailey Zappe all seeing action. Zappe, who started the season finale, became the 40th quarterback to start for the Browns since the team's expansion revival in 1999. Cleveland finished with a disappointing 3-14 record, finishing last in the AFC North. With the 2nd overall pick in the upcoming draft, the Browns are expected to consider either Colorado's Shedeur Sanders or Miami's Kim Ward, while also exploring the veteran market for a proven QB. Andrew Berry has already hinted that the quarterback room will look different next season. So what do you think, Browns fans? Is it time for the team to move on from Watson, or do you think he deserves another chance once he's healthy? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. The Browns have focused their search for an offensive coordinator, recently interviewing Atlanta Falcons tight ends coach Kevin Koger for the position. Koger, a rising star in the coaching world, just completed his first season in Atlanta, where he helped tight end Kyle Pitts amass a career-high 602 yards and 4 touchdowns. His impact as a coach was clear, despite Pitts receiving fewer targets than he did the previous season. Koger's journey is impressive. After playing tight end at Michigan, he began his coaching career in high school before quickly rising through the ranks. He spent time as a graduate assistant at Michigan and Tennessee, then became a receivers coach and special teams coordinator at Eastern Kentucky. His NFL career began with the Packers as an offensive quality control coach before moving on to the Chargers and eventually the Falcons. Now, Cleveland could be his next stop. If hired, he would be the 2nd head coach to leave Atlanta this offseason, following Chandler Whitmer's move to Indiana University as quarterbacks coach and co-offensive coordinator. The Browns clearly want to get this hire right. With Deshaun Watson out for an extended period after a 2nd Achilles surgery, the offense needs stability more than ever. Watson's injury, discovered during his year-end physical, could sideline him for most of the 2025 season, leaving the Browns with big questions at quarterback. So, Browns fans, what do you think of Kevin Koger as a potential OC? Can his experience working with top tight ends help reshape this offense? Or should the Browns look for a more experienced play caller? Now, big decisions are looming for the Browns, as they hold the number 2 pick in the upcoming draft after a tough 3-14 season. With Deshaun Watson's protracted recovery from a 2nd Achilles surgery, there's been a lot of speculation about the team drafting a new quarterback or even Heisman winner Travis Hunter, Colorado's standout player. However, Browns insider Tony Grossi made it clear that there's one player Cleveland should avoid: Penn State defensive end Abdul Carter. Grossi compared Carter to current Browns pass rusher Ogbo Okoronkwo, saying, "That's a situational pass rusher, which you don't get with the first pick." Carter wrapped up a stellar college career with the Nittany Lions, recording 5 tackles, a sack, and a pass deflection in the semifinals against Notre Dame. In 15 games, he recorded 68 tackles, 12 sacks for pass deflections and 2 forced fumbles, making him a projected top 5 pick in April. So, Browns fans, what do you think? Should Cleveland go all in on a new QB, draft a game-changing defensive player like Hunter, or bypass Carter, as Grossi suggests? Switching gears, the Cleveland Browns are heading to London in 2025. Yes, you heard that right. The NFL just announced that the Browns will play one of their designated home games overseas at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium next season. This is a big deal for the team and the fans, as the Browns make their second international appearance. The last time they played overseas was in 2017 against the Vikings, where they faced a tough loss. But this time, the stage is set for a different outcome. David Jenkins, COO of Haslam Sports Group, shared his excitement, saying, "We are thrilled to be named a designated team for the 2025 NFL London Games, making our second international trip as a club and our first team playing at the incredible Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. The opponent has not yet been announced, but will be revealed this spring when the full schedule is released." This move is part of the NFL's growing international presence, with games also scheduled in Madrid and Berlin next year. The Browns will join the Jets and Jaguars in hosting games overseas, expanding their fan base and showcasing Cleveland football on a global stage. But it's not just the Browns, and this next part gets a little intense. The team is now gearing up for a legal showdown with the city of Cleveland. Yes, you heard right, things are heating up off the field, too. The Haslam family has been vocal about their plans to build a new, state-of-the-art, roofed stadium in Brook Park. However, city leaders, including Mayor Justin Bibb, are pushing back, determined to keep the Browns on the edge of downtown. Tensions escalated when Mayor Bibb issued a formal letter threatening legal action if the Haslams move forward without complying with state law. This law requires teams using taxpayer-funded stadiums to give 6 months' notice before moving and allows local investors the chance to buy the team during that time. In response, the Browns' legal team fired back, saying they expect to quickly resolve all claims in the pending litigation before the Honorable David Ruiz in the Northern District of Ohio. Translation? See you in court. The city of Cleveland isn't backing down either. They reminded everyone that Cleveland taxpayers have already invested more than $350 million in the current stadium, and moving the team now would violate legal agreements and disrupt the ongoing revitalization of the lakefront area. Even if the Haslams prevail in court, big questions remain about how they plan to fund the proposed $2.4 billion stadium and entertainment complex. They're asking for $1.2 billion in public funding. Cuyahoga County Executive Chris Ronayne called that level of public input fiscally irresponsible, stating, "It's a bridge too far for the county to participate at the level the Browns have requested." Ronayne and Mayor Bibb are both in favor of a more affordable renovation of the downtown stadium, estimating the cost to be about half that of the Brook Park project. Mayor Bibb has even offered $461 million in city funding for the renovation, but the Haslams seem determined in their new vision and ready to take the fight to court. So, Browns fans, what do you think? Should the team stay downtown or make the big move to Brook Park? Is international play a smart move to expand the fan base, or should the focus be on home turf? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget, hit that like button and subscribe so you never miss the latest updates. Go Browns!